Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Vista, where we dive into the heart of the automotive world and bring you the latest and most exciting machines on four wheels. Today, we have something really special, a name that carries legacy, emotion, and a shape the world has known for generations. This is the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle, and it's not just a car, it's a modern reinvention of an icon. Now, before you say, wait, didn't VW retire the Beetle in 2019? Yes, they did. But as you'll see today, it's back. And not just as a nostalgia-driven retro model, but as a fully reimagined, electrified, and futuristic hatchback that blends its rich past with a bold step into tomorrow. Right off the bat, let's talk design. Because the 2026 Beetle doesn't try to copy the past, it evolves it. The classic rounded silhouette is still here, but it's been sharpened and stretched. It looks more dynamic, more aerodynamic, and honestly, more grown up. The fenders are flared, the LED lighting signature gives it a modern twist, and from the front, the car has a confident stance. The signature rounded roofline, still there, but now it flows more naturally into a hatchback-style rear, making the design not only beautiful but more practical than ever. The car sits on Volkswagen's MEB platform, the same electric architecture that underpins the ID family. And that's huge. Because that means the Beetle isn't just retro for the sake of it, it's part of VW's future-facing lineup. It's fully electric. No more gas engine. No more manual gearboxes. But don't worry, the soul is still here. Step inside, and you're greeted with an interior that strikes a fine balance between minimalism and charm. The cabin is clean, almost Scandinavian in its layout. But look closely, and the details remind you of the Beetle's DNA. Circular air vents, color-matched dash inserts, and a cool little throwback flower vase on the dash. Yes, it's back, but redesigned for the 21st century. The digital instrument cluster is crisp, the infotainment system floats above the dashboard like a tablet, and touch-sensitive controls blend seamlessly into the design. And guess what? It's roomy. Thanks to the EV platform, the floor is flat, and the cabin feels spacious. Rear legroom is surprisingly generous for a car of this size, and the trunk space is practical enough for everyday use. There's even a front trunk, frunk, for smaller items. Powering the 2026 Beetle is a single or dual motor setup, depending on the trim you go for. The base model offers rear-wheel drive with around 210 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time in the mid-7-second range. The dual-motor all-wheel drive version pushes closer to 300 horsepower, shaving off a couple seconds from that 0 to 60 sprint and delivering instant torque when you need it. Battery options range from a 58 kWh pack for the standard variant to a longer-range 77 kWh pack for those who want to push the limits of electric driving. Expect real-world range to be somewhere between 250 to 320 miles depending on how you drive and which model you choose. And yes, it supports fast charging 10 to 80% in around 30 minutes with a high-speed DC charger. Driving dynamics. This is where the Beetle surprises you. The lower center of gravity, thanks to the floor-mounted batteries, makes this car feel planted. The steering is light but precise, and the suspension strikes a nice balance between comfort and agility. It's not a sports car, but it's way more fun to drive than you'd expect. And because it's silent, smooth, and delivers torque instantly, it feels like the Beetle has finally found its perfect drivetrain. Volkswagen has also packed this car with a solid suite of driver assistance tech. You've got adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, emergency braking, and even a semi-autonomous highway driving mode. The HUD projects key info right in your line of sight, and voice commands are sharper, smarter, and actually useful this time around. But maybe the most fascinating part of this car isn't what it does, but what it represents. The 2026 Beetle isn't just a new car, it's a symbol of how far the automotive world has come. This is a car that started out in the late 1930s as a people's car, became a cultural icon in the 60s and 70s, evolved through quirky generations in the 2000s, and now comes full circle as a sustainable, forward-thinking vehicle for the modern world. There are also a few limited edition models rumored to launch with two-tone paint jobs, retro-inspired wheels, and even fabric roofs that pay tribute to the classic convertible models. Expect customizability to be a big theme here, something that Beetle fans have always embraced. Pricing hasn't been officially confirmed across all markets, but estimates put the base version in the $33,000 range, with higher trims reaching into the low $40s. That puts it in the same arena as other electric hatchbacks and crossovers, but with a much stronger emotional hook. In a market saturated with similar-looking electric cars, the Beetle dares to be different. It dares to blend heritage with innovation. And most importantly, it dares to bring fun back into the EV space. This isn't a car trying to win drag races. It's a car that puts a smile on your face every time you look at it, drive it, or just remember what it stands for. Volkswagen knows they have something special here. The Beetle has always been more than just metal and wheels. It's memories. It's stories. And with this 2026 version, it becomes a part of the next chapter of automotive history. So, would we recommend it? If you're looking for a car that breaks the mold, respects its past, and embraces the future, then absolutely. Whether you're a longtime Beetle lover or someone new to the name, the 2026 model has a lot to offer. That's all for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this look at the all-new Beetle and want more reviews, insights, and honest opinions about what's new in the world of cars, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next episode. This has been Auto Vista, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.